and Deathcap will be red or purple.
Purple.
Do we have a pen around here, actually?
I have a pen.
Oh.
So now we're just Gragas. They know.
So
They know.
they said no Gragas.
I wonder if he's going to be trying to pick up the Rex side then.
Yeah, we've seen. I think he's played both so far. So it'll be interesting to see what the makeup that Fear chooses too, because they definitely build team oriented build. So we're gonna see how they structure this team. If it'll be more, I don't know, engaging, more appealing. We'll have to see. Because the first picks, Small Fear will get the first pick.
And here comes the Lulu. Lulu's been picked quite a lot in our tournament today.
Yeah, we saw Marquette pick her like every game. Because she just does so much utility. Like we saw that ult multiple times save people, and that shield multiple times save people.
We saw her mid lane. We saw her jungle.
We did see her jungle.
So
and Pix does surprisingly a large amount of damage too.
So she's fairly versatile, and picking her is a pretty safe pick overall, but especially good when you're fairly talented with her too.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, they are. Oh, and we're still underway with picking. I don't remember what exactly Deathcap picked in their series against Marquette. That was earlier today. That feels like a week ago at this point, or a day ago. That was early this morning.
There's a Maokai and a Graves.
Interesting. I wonder if the Graves will be a jungle or the ADC Graves, because he can go either at this point. But the jungle is a very strong. Jungle Graves is fairly strong right now.
Ooh, the Poppy, possibly.
Ooh.
Oh, Poppy!
It will
getting
be
locked in. We haven't seen Poppy since the beginning of yesterday.
When we saw her, where did we see her? Fear. Where she played extremely well. And
Yes.
we see a Taric.
Ooh, that's going to be pretty great, I think. But yeah, we see the Maokai here coming out again. Just another popular pick today.
Yeah.
We see him pretty often in these games.
I'd say one of the most influential champions. This like the most influential champion this tournament.
Bard and Ezreal.
Ooh, okay. Bard's ult, if it's used correctly, is very good at engaging and doing a lot of things correct, like giving your team an advantage, engage or disengage.
Either cooling down the action or revving it up too. We're gonna see that, and along with an Ezreal. So Ezreal likely AD with the Graves jungle, and then Ezreal going for a lot of poke in his lane. Bard giving some healing, and then some binds. Just trying to keep people in line so that they can get hit by Ezreal's skill shots.
Yeah, and also as if Ezreal wasn't already annoyingly movement oriented enough with his little mini flash, he also gets a magical journey to get out if he really needs it.
Ooh, Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw and Rek'Sai, the Voidlings team up here. Kog'Maw also.
I am excited to see Kog'Maw in this game.
I'm going to say this team is definitely built for Kog'Maw. Because you have Lulu, who's a utility to get him out. You have Taric to get him out, Poppy to peel for him, and Rek'Sai is just a good tank. Like, this team is definitely built to support a Kog'Maw in that backline, to be able to just turn into a mini tower while they all hold up the other team. Oh, and
we're gonna see Diana mid.
I would say you're correct.
Right. There we go.
So we'll have a Rek'Sai.
Seems to be getting into order here, and yeah.
Hopefully we won't have as much of a delay as last time where we walked in 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
That was a little bit rough. We missed a lot. At the same time, it kind of felt like we didn't. I don't know. It was over the 2 minutes that we missed. From rewinding, we missed at least 3 kills, but hopefully we're on time this time, and the league servers are nice to us.
Hopefully our network doesn't completely just drop us out like they did seemingly before.
I mean, there's only one game running. It was doing fine yesterday when we had like Oh, 10 or so
5.
running. Yeah, it was a couple of games. It was a lot of games running.
Okay, so I haven't yet seen Graves Jungle, so I'm also looking forward to that.
We saw Badib run him a little bit in one of the Marquette games, but he wasn't as effective. When in the right hands, the Graves Jungle can definitely do a lot. He does a lot of damage with his autos, but he's not a tanky jungler. He's a damage jungler.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how lately there's been more of a focused on ranged junglers with the introduction of Kindred, and now with in this tournament Graves being able to take on the jungle himself. That was not really something you saw too often before. Even losing it. Sorry.
That's okay. We've been casting
Elise
for a
is
while.
what I was looking for. Elise is ranged, but she would usually tend to be in her spider form, which is melee.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of ranged junglers before.
And now there's a couple of pretty strong ones now. Yeah, and I'm not really surprised though, because even like when you mentioned Kindred's definitely a very powerful pick, and so is Echo here. But no one, Spellfierce, he likes the tanky. Like he seems to be play a lot of these tanky junglers, and neither of those two exactly tank as well as Rek'Sai does. And I think he's overall just comfortable on Rek'Sai. We're gonna refocus here, and we're refocused. And also on the other side, I wonder if he plays a lot of the must play a lot of Graves or something, because Echo is still a very strong pick, but I don't know. I guess my prediction is wrong now because I haven't seen Echo picked in the last, I think, in a while actually. He didn't see him at all last series. People just went with what they're comfortable with, which is absolutely fine.
Though earlier today we did see Echo kind of being a major nuisance. With going tank and then just being able to draw a lot of attention but slip right out of every fight.
I think, wasn't Deathcap the one that was running that too? They might have been?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, neither do I. Well.
It's been a long day. Alright, so we should be entering the loading for this fairly shortly. Once again.
I'm excited
hoping it goes quickly.
Yeah, I'm excited for to kick off this series, and hopefully it kicks off with a nice loud bang.
Yeah. Just trying to think of the synergy between Taric and Kog'Maw going into this, because Taric can be pretty tanky himself. So
he can heal.
He's got that healing. He's got the armor that he can give allies, and then he's got
that stun that hits a lot of things at once in the line. All right, I think we're loading on.
Fairly similar to Lulu in a way. How he, instead of putting picks on someone, he forms a connection with them and then casts spells off of them that way.
And then his ult is kind of like the same. Right. It makes them bigger, makes them invulnerable. Kind of a lot of utility there.
Yeah, but then his version of picks is not temporary in this case. So.
And that's one of my favorite parts of every game, seeing what skins are repping on the Rifts today.
Once the pictures come up, of course.
Yes.
Oh,
there we go.
All at once. Okay, so we've got Deep Sea Kog'Maw, Dragon Trainer Lulu. Oh, yes, the Taric skin. Yeah!
5th Age Taric, yes.
Woo!
Yes. Enter. Oh, that I can't even tell what that Rek'Sai is. It looks really cool, but oh wait, now I see it.
The mouth is down near the bottom.
Yeah, I was like, is that? I can't tell what part of Rek'Sai that is exactly.
Yeah. Rek'Sai is just, especially in this way, kind of just an amalgamation of blades and fire.
So what Rek'Sai usually is ish.
And then we've got Lunar Goddess Diana, looking elegant as ever. And Mafia Graves looking to rough people up.
Yeah, awful thug right there.
Oh, and we're in.
Fantastic.
Good thing we didn't get a delay that time.
Yeah. We're just gonna kind of chill here, wait till the game starts.
Jeff.
Whoop. And move our little signs.
And try to rearrange the people in the roster as well here in a moment.
So, again, no one's really invading. Oh, and Rek'Sai's kind of taunting.
No, yeah, they're just saying hi.
Oh, he moves forward. Ha! Oh, party foul. I'll rearrange a little bit here.
Almost there. And whoops.
And there we
There.
go.
All done.
All right. So, yeah, again, I don't think I'm going to have to say it anymore. I don't think we're going to see any invasions or any more invasions anymore. It's just going to kind of not be a thing after they went so miserably earlier the last
Right.
2 days.
Weren't they the first two to face off together as well on the first day?
I think so, actually.
Yeah, so I think they remember that.
Yeah, and I think that's why they chose to just, not.
Right. Diana, interesting pick against this Lulu. I wonder how she's going to deal with that harass early on.
Yeah. I keep my eye on Poppy because
Yes.
he definitely played a key part in their last time they played in that very speedy win. So we'll see how well he can play on the Poppy again. We know he's good. Let's see how he plays against the Maokai, and if Maokai's gotten a little bit stronger than he was earlier. Oh.
We see Graves in his blue part of the jungle. Rek'Sai kind of migrating over to the red side now. A lot of back and forth here between Maokai and Poppy, but also Diana taking quite a bit of harass from this Lulu. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna. That must have been more of a late game, mid game pick maybe. Not really. Diana
can blow people up for sure.
Yeah, Diana can't really answer this poke though from Lulu at the moment.
Well, then she'll just have to. If she can't deal with the poke, then she might have to. Oh, Dark gets him. Then she might just have to farm under tower. Worst comes to worst, if you can't.
The Graves gank coming in here. Gonna try to slow them real quick with this smoke screen. Gonna try to take down the Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw kind of fighting back a bit with his long range advantage and his percent health.
Oh, she's rooted.
Ooh. And Poppy goes down. First blood for Maokai. Surprised me actually, seeing how much Poppy was pushing him around a bit earlier.
Yeah, it must be that healing that he keeps getting. He was able to, sustain it and stay in lane.
Right. Really prepared for when she would make a mistake.
He's behind Diana.
Oh, it's going to be a possible gank coming in. There's a ping. They're going for it. Here comes the Rek'Sai, slowing her, knocking her up, and I don't see...
Oh, she flashes away to her grave.
Flash. Whew, that was very close for her. If she didn't have that flash up, she would not have gotten out of that, I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't think she'd still be there. Rek'Sai's still hunting for her, though, I think.
Oh, kind of looks like it, yeah, but they're prepared to fight back this time now that Lulu's gone back to lane. Diana, and the tunnel, trying to get away.
Tunnel away.
I think maybe it just might be a distraction now, trying to stop them from getting red buff, honestly. I think Rek'Sai is just...
No, Rek'Sai is still coming back up. He still wants to find this Diana, I think.
Yeah, just messing with them, trying to really stop him from getting red buff here. Ooh, the fight coming down, but Maokai is coming to help Graves. Flash away and jumping into the portal, or the tunnel.
A little roundabout there. He's like,
yeah.
Came back around, tried to fight, lost, went back. Just a little bit of merry-go-round there.
Yeah.
Same result.
Yeah. Cost him his flash, unfortunately for him. gonna have to see how that factors in later
For
into
well,
this,
yeah, it makes
for the next few minutes.